All right, Coach Cyrus. I'm not sure if they can hear you quite yet. They should. I'm working on getting that set up. But your first game
Yep.
in the RFCL, obviously, you've kind of watched a couple games this week, so trying to figure out exactly, where you're going to fit in this league. But what's your kind of expectations going into the game tonight? And what's the game plan going into it?
As of right now, man, we just gonna try to move the ball at the beginning. Play some solid defense. Probably gonna speed it up every once in a while. Goal for the season is just at least go 500 since it's our first time in the league. If we can get over 500, try to win it all. So that's our goal for the season.
I got you, my man. Um, Now, obviously, your coordinators aren't here with you tonight, but what is going to be the plan for, you know, are you going to put more emphasis? Well, it looks like Prod showed up, so Prod may be here. So you got one
Yep.
coordinator with you potentially. Are you going to be able to handle, both sides of the ball pretty well, you think, or are you going to be kind of more focused on one side opposed to the other?
For right now, I think me playing the game is as a user is pretty good, but I know it's not the user in this. I think I'll be just fine playing calls, doing the play calling. We're gonna get Prodigy involved next week in week two. He's gonna be taking over the offense. I'll be doing more so of the defense. So just trying to get a feel of it. I'm not sure if he did this before. This is kind of new to me. So we're going to see how it go week one. Hopefully come out with a dub. That's the plan. I think we'll be just fine as of right now. I'm glad he's in here, so he can watch the game and see how it goes.
Absolutely. Best of luck, my friend. Like I said, if you got any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me, Caleb, or Bars, and we'll get you taken care of. But I'll talk to you at halftime. Best of luck, my friend.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Inside ones.
All right. UT Rio Grande Valley. How are we feeling going into this game?
Uh, Started off on a little weird spot with the kickoff, but
Let's
I
find
didn't
out.
know. Well, yeah, we talked about it being the halftime kickoff. Didn't know it also did it with the opening kickoff. But besides that, vibes are high.
Yeah, nonetheless, it's a great time to get the game started. Now, your staff's kind of again one of the veteran staffs. You
Yeah,
and Sneak both in the RFCL before. You can kind of know what's going on, know a little bit. To
national
ex-
champs together.
exactly. You have an RFCL championship, something that I don't have. I got like 3 second place finishes, I think. So, hopefully, I can turn that a little bit around. But do you think the experience that your staff brings is going to help you guys this season, or would it being a brand new game, it's a brand new ball game?
I feel like defensively, since Sneak is mostly making defensive calls, getting back to synergy of quick defensive play calls is definitely going to help us this season, no matter what.
Awesome. And Sneak, question for you. Kind of same thing. I mean, you're going into this essentially blind. Prod's never been in the league. Cyrus has never been in the league. You have. Do you think there might be a little bit of an advantage for you and Orf kind of knowing adjustments and just communication versus guys that never really worked together? Or do you think ultimately it's going to be filling each other out, kind of just seeing how the game plays?
I think that this is going to be pretty evenly matched, at least for the first half anyway. Because this is a new game, so new season, and they gotta kind of got get the feelers out, kind of like those first game nerves. So I think it'll be pretty neck and neck, but overall, if me and Orf just stick to the stuff that we know, I think that we'll end up pulling off a win.
Awesome. Well, best of luck, guys. I will catch y'all at halftime.
See you then.
Appreciate it.
All right, so now it is just us, Coach Jason. Is everything good audio wise? We're not going to be able to hear the game sound because if I did that, you'd be able to hear their comms as well. Actually, I think we can hear game sound. Okay. Yeah, I think so. If y'all can hear it, let me know. We'll cut it up a little bit. Let me know how that is. Regardless, UT Rio Grande Valley versus Lenoir-Rhyne kicking off right now. Sounds good. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to hear. So, UTRGV, I'm just going to call him UT Rio, going to be on defense here to start. We already got a timeout called from Lenoir-Rhyne. Not sure what's going on with that one. Let me do a check on Coach Cyrus, make sure he's good to go over there. This is the second to last game for the week. After this, we've got UNC Wilmington versus Kentucky State. That'll be basically following the conclusion of this game. Coach Caleb's going to be on the call for that one. Looking back at some of the scores for the week, I know last night we saw East Tennessee State take on Western Carolina, pick up a 33-21 win in that one. We saw Lake Erie defeat Dayton in 5 overtimes, 33-31 earlier in the week. We've had NDSU and UCA, I'm going to be honest, hand up. I don't even know who won that game. Couldn't tell you. Probably shouldn't have mentioned it. And then, of course, the kickoff game where we had North Dakota and UCO. North Dakota fell short in that one, 23-28. Now, not 100% sure what's going on with Lenoir-Rhyne. Trying to get an update on that one. If someone, Caleb, Pars, I don't know if either of you are here, but if y'all can check on that, I'd appreciate it. Still on the interview screen. Hey, yeah, Pars is in their chat. Pars is there, just kind of keep an eye on them, make sure they're good to go. Let's see, I don't know why their cameras are not showing up. That is a problem I'll have to get fixed as the game goes on. But regardless, Lenoir-Rhyne starting out in the I formation, going to be a handoff to Berger around the right side, and his first carry of his RFCL career is going to pick up 6 yards, and they will be looking at 2nd and 4. This is our first look at Coach Cyrus and Prod, as I mentioned a little bit ago, so curious to see how these guys are going to play this game offensively. Now we're going with a 11 personnel trips bunch look, bunch close. Looks like a 3-4 set coming from UT Rio. Play clock winding down. Now 6 on the play clock snapped. Overthrow the second. It's going to throw short to Clark. He's going to get just enough for a first down. Mark Washington on the reception. No. Why did his name pop up? Oh, impact player. Okay. Regardless. And on 2nd down, Donnie Berger, the legend, going to be dropped for a loss. Not how they wanted to start that one. After picking up the first down. But now 2nd and 12 from their side of the 50 yet again. Going to be a quick throw out left to Berger. He's going to pick up about 4 yards maybe, a short 3, and now 3rd and 9 coming up. On the play clock, we got it back to pass again. Lenoir-Rhyne under a little bit of pressure. Overthrow, trying to make his way through the pocket. And he's going to be dropped by Jeff Hughes, the first sack of the day for UT Rio. And Lenoir-Rhyne going to be looking at punting this ball away. So UT Rio is going to let this one bounce at the 6, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. They will take over at the 20-yard line. Or change the camera angle, buddy. Or not. Sano around the left side. Jukes inside. And going to be brought down after picking up 16 yards, his first carry of the day. Check out our impact player, Jamal Stokes, the speedster. Lenoir-Rhyne giving up the right side. Surprised UT Rio didn't try to take advantage of it. Instead, we got a fumble, and it's Palmer who picks it up. He's at the 20, 15, 10, brought down at the 4-yard line. What a play by the Lenoir-Rhyne defense to set up the offense. 1st and goal from the 4. And they're going to come out in the I formation Hulk with 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, 20. Actually, this is going to be 23 personnel if I had to guess. No, an extra O lineman. Okay. It's going to be a stretch play to Cooper. Cooper's going to cut upfield and walk into the end zone untouched. Cooper with the first touchdown of the game, and Lenoir-Rhyne going to take a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. Yeah, Pars. Oh no. Oh no. Or if I guess accidentally touching the controller.
Entering configuration volume set to 100.
I don't know what he's, I guess, trying to check and see if auto pass is on, which it is. So I don't know what's going on with that. So UT Rio going to start at their own 2-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff again to Sano. He's going to pick up 4 yards. Yeah, using the lowest rated quarterback, definitely a choice. But I kind of understand what they're doing. They're playing the freshman backfield threat as well, so it kind of looks like they are potentially trying to play and develop their young guys. Still 2-back set, 22 personnel, or 21 personnel on the field. I'm sorry. Going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught by Van Hook. Jamar Mays Jr. with his, I think, second completion of the day, now good for 22 yards. So 1st and 10 from the 28. It would be a split zone action. It's going to lose 3 yards. Lenoir-Rhyne with only 16 total yards on the game, but with a 7-0 lead. Second and 13 now coming up. And that ball is going to be just out of reach of the receiver. Would have been a huge play. Probably a first down. Could he have hung on to it? Instead, it's 3rd and 13 now. I don't even know what their mascot is. I don't know what Lenoir-Rhyne is either, though. So, if anyone knows those, put them in the chat. 3rd and 13. 3:19 to play. Yeah, good luck making adjustments, buddy. Mays Jr. back to pass. Gonna step up in the pocket, gonna take off running, and he's gonna dive for the first down, but is ultimately 7 yards short. I'm pretty sure the receiver just fake caught a ball. That's interesting. So now Lenoir-Rhyne going to take over the -37 play action overthrow. Lives up to the name. Overthrows his target. Now 2nd and 10 coming up. UT Rio looking like they might be in a 3-3 look now. I'm going to hand off to Berger. Jukes again, brought down, but not until he picks up another first. They are. It was a 3-3-3 high look. .2:15 left to play. We got tight slots from the gun. 11 personnel on the field. Overthrow. Throwing quick to Washington. He's going to run out of bounds. Picks up 7 yards. So definitely staying ahead of the chains. That was his longest completion of the day. Now we got trips to the field. Definitely have numbers up top. Wouldn't be surprised to see a quick throw out there. And it's actually going to be a run to Berger, who's going to get the right edge, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards, a long 6. Lots of running. Now we're going to be from the +38. Getting near field goal range. Now, one thing to know, this is coach mode, but you do have to do kickoffs and punts manually. But hand off to Berger. Tries to stretch to the left side, unable to get the edge. Going to be dropped by Isaiah Ford, the safety that was walked down into the box. A great play there to meet the fullback, keep his outside arm free, and bring down the back in the backfield. Now 2nd and 12. Gonna be an all-out blitz. Overthrow, throws short to Washington. Picks up about 3 yards there. Still 3rd and long coming up. Two-by-two set. Berger in the backfield. Another pressure. Throws slant. And he's going to break 2 tackles. And it spin past the third defender, but was ultimately knocked down. Picks up a hard fought 3 yards there. Now Lenoir-Rhyne with 4th and 5 coming up. UT Rio bringing some pressure the last 2 plays. Resulted in short throws by overthrow the second. And looks like UT Rio is, or sorry, Lenoir-Rhyne is going to punt this one away. Curious to see if they take us to the end of the first quarter or if they do actually end up punting this. He is. It will take us to the end of the first quarter regardless. Lenoir-Rhyne, 7-0 lead. Not how you wanted to start your third possession of the game with a delay of game. So now 1st and 15. UT Rio, I don't think has made it past their 25 all game. A little bit of pressure, quick throw. It's going to be caught by the tight end. He's going to get up, get back the 5 yards they lost and some. Now 2nd and 4 after the 11-yard gain on first down. Around short motion from the receiver. Mays back to pass. Throwing short to his tight end Osborne again on the delay route. It's 3rd and 4, a huge 3rd down. And what a throw by Mays. Stays in the pocket. Delivers a strike across the middle. Mays back to pass again. This time throwing down the sideline. It's dropped by Watkins. So 2nd and 10 coming up from the 40. Best field position they've had all day. It's going to be a handoff to Sano. He's going around the right side. Got some blocks. Going to pick up 12 yards and some after contact. Going to be finally pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Now 1st and 10 from the 31. Mays back to pass again. All the time in the world. Now throws, overthrows, but lives to see another day. May's going to keep it on the read option. Unable to get too far. Does grab 2 yards. And it looks like they are within range of a field goal, which is a good sign. We'll see how UT Rio tries to play this. Do they try to pick up the first down? Do they play it a little conservative and live for the 3 points? They do get the ball to start the second half. And it's going to be a mesh throwing short to Van Hook. He's got blockers. He's got yards. He's got a touchdown. Van Hook on the little mesh route on 3rd and 8. I think Lenoir-Rhyne may have brought a little bit of pressure, left them weak in the secondary, and UT Rio Grande Valley makes them pay 7-7 with 5:41 to play. Lenoir-Rhyne going to take over from the 18. Now he's going to throw long over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Cooper. And UT Rio makes up for the turnover earlier in the game, gets themselves an extra possession. And now they've got the ball back after just tying the game with 5:32 to play. Going to be a play action. Mays rolling left, throwing short to Stokes. Ball falls incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 from the 50. Sano going to get the carry on the right side. The Bucks sweep action, cuts up and picks up a first down. Breaking a couple tackles, fighting for extra yardage. Averaging just under 10 yards per carry. It's going to be a Buck sweep again to the boundary. Corner takes a bad angle. And another first down for UT Rio. Mays back to pass after back-to-back beautiful runs. This time he throws Osborne over the middle, and I thought he was about to walk in again. Must have tripped on the shoelaces of the defender. And they are in great field position here. 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Brown going to get the carry. Hit backwards, but then forwards to gain 3 yards on the carry. Now they're going to come out in the I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Cole, and he's going to walk into the end zone. The 3rd running back on the night to grab a carry. Finds pay dirt, and UT Rio is going to take a 14-7 lead. Read option on first down, gonna go absolutely nowhere. Lenoir-Rhyne gonna be dropped for a 3-yard loss. Looks like they may have brought a little bit of pressure. And that one's going to be picked off too. It's Cooper headed the other way. Cooper with his 2nd interception. And this time it's a pick 6. UT Rio could blow this thing wide open with a score to start the second half. What a job here by Cooper, the corner. And Rio Grande Valley is going to take a 21-7 lead midway through the second. Does Lenoir-Rhyne get back to the ground game? Or do they continue throwing with the quarterback that's thrown interceptions on back-to-back possessions? This time it's going to be trips to the field. It's going to be Berger on the sweep. Now, if you're Lenoir-Rhyne, you want to also chew as much clock as you can because you definitely don't want to give up 4 unanswered touchdowns. It's going to be a jet sweep to Washington. He's going to go nowhere. Now 3rd and 11. Wouldn't be surprised to see them take this down to the 2-minute warning. Got a quads look to the field. Ball snap. Overthrow, throwing short to his back. It's Berger. He's going to break a tackle and be brought down at the 19. And that does take us to the 2-minute warning. Mays Jr. back to pass, throwing short to Osborne. Tell you what, these UT guys, they don't go down on first contact. So 2nd and 3 now from the plus 42. Mays Jr. back to pass again. Looks like he's looking long. He is. He's throwing to Johnson. And Mays, despite being the lowest rated quarterback on the roster, this time he's going to hand off to Sano. Despite, oh my God, they must have their tackling on like aggressive or something. But regardless, Mays, the lowest rated quarterback on the roster, performing very, very well, performing like a veteran despite being a sophomore. Play action pass, throwing short. It's Johnson. Johnson's going to be brought down in bounds. Yes. Now 3rd and 5 coming up. We're going to hand off to Sano. He's going to trying to make a couple men miss, unable to do so. And if I'm, I was about to say, somebody call a timeout, or you take this thing all the way down. Why would they call a timeout? Kicks up. Kick is good, and UT Rio now extends their lead to 17 here in the second half. Or second quarter, I'm sorry. Lenoir-Rhyne going to come out in a 5-wide set. Play clock clicking down. The overthrow is going to throw long, but just a bit too short. Allows the defense to catch up, and that ball is going to fall incomplete. If he hit him in stride, it was probably going to be a touchdown. Back to pass again from the 5-wide set. Throwing short to Sellers. And I'm going to go ahead, assuming they don't call another play. Looks like they're not. And we're going to pick up with the interviews with UT Rio Grande Valley. What a hot start. So, Orf, I'm going to just put you to the shelf for a second. Sneak. The defense, back-to-back turnovers, 7 points on the board. Playing very, very well. What are you kind of... Is it just good timing by the defense? Is it good play calls? What's your assessment of the first half for, I don't even know what your mascot is.
The Vaqueros.
You know, it's honestly it's a bit of everything. Obviously we had a kind of a slow start, but you know they worked the nerves off. It's the first game of the season for us anyway, besides the FCS games. So you know it's looking really good for us so far in this game. So they can't really complain too much about it, and I'm excited to see what these guys can do in the second half and continue rolling.
Yeah, 24 second quarter points. Now, Orf, swapping over to you for just a second. Obviously, we saw the field goal before halftime. My question is, why the timeout there?
Really? I was unsure where the runoff would take us, and and knowing that we were getting the ball after half, I'd rather take the points now, take guaranteed points, and trust our defense, and then not know the clock run off and then not get the points at all.
Okay, I respect it. I was like, surely they'll take this down, call a timeout with like 3 seconds left, kick the field goal, whatever. Then I saw the timeout. I was like, okay, Lenoir-Rhyne, smart. And then I saw it was you. I was like, I don't know what's going on there. So I had to check. But offensively, yeah. I mean, I don't want to say the offense is playing good because obviously the defense has set you up twice. They added 7 points. They set you up twice at midfield, I believe. So defense is definitely giving you some really, really good starting field position. But you started the game pretty slow. You had the fumble, which led to 7 points for Lenoir-Rhyne, and you kind of picked it up in the second quarter. Mays is playing very, very well. So what was the difference between maybe the first 2 or 3 possessions going into the 17 second quarter points, other than just the starting field position being a little bit different?
Really? It's been the underdog mentality of our roster. The quarterback was quarterback 4 going into preseason, and the running back was running back 5 going into preseason. So them just being able to display what they are able to do has been a big part of this offense.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about this league is, there's 4 quarterbacks that essentially I feel like everyone really could use, all 4. There's not one that just can't play, you know what I'm saying? So I love that we're kind of getting a mixture of different quarterback styles. Everyone's using a different quarterback, so curious to see how that goes out throughout the season. But I'm going to go catch up with Lenoir-Rhyne, see what's going on over there, and we'll catch you guys in this at the end of the game. So
see you then.
Sounds good, buddy. Thank you.
All right, Coach Cyrus. Obviously,
yes,
not the second quarter you wanted, giving up 24 points, some of that coming off of a pick 6, but you started hot. The almost scoop and score to set up the touchdown. You take a 7-0 lead. What kind of happened other than the back-to-back interceptions? Obviously, was that just a quarterback error? Was it play calling? Was it good defense? What's kind of your assessment on what went wrong in the second quarter?
Obviously we got that big hit to get close to score, and we push it in. Just the 2 throws, man. It was just some overthrows, man. He's living up to his name. Just overthrowing the wide receiver, not taking the check down. The check down is open. He's just overthrowing it. Second half, we're going to try to fix that. We're going to see what we can get done. But, yeah, it was just 2 overthrows. Boy, living up to his name.
Yeah. Now, my next question is going to be kind of, obviously I don't think the defense is playing bad when they kind of get on their heels and you're starting backed up. Obviously the play call is a little bit different. So, what kind of adjustments are you going to make second half to try to just slowly cut this lead into 2 scores, then down to 1, then ultimately a chance to tie the game or take the lead? What's the mentality going in the second half?
So we're gonna try to put the ball on the ground a little bit more. Looking for our defense. Hopefully, not put the defense in bad predicaments or spots where they are playing they backs to the wall, trying to stop them. Slowly just try to knock this lead down. Hopefully, we get a couple turnovers and scores and get some stops. But we need more from our offense. Defense only can do so much, but our offense need to put up some points. So yeah, looking for some stops. Put the ball on the ground a little bit more. Might see some more quarterbacks get in the game, so we're gonna see.
Got you, man. Well, best of luck to you. I'll catch up with you after the game.
All right, man.
All right, so second half getting started. UT Rio Grande Valley going to try to run to the right side, but nobody home. Just nothing they can really do there. Going to lose 4 yards. And that ball is going to fall incomplete. So what could have been in a position to make this a 24-point lead is one play away from Lenoir-Rhyne getting the ball with over 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mays Jr. back to pass. A little bit of backside pressure, going to throw short and going to be brought down. 4th and 9 for the Vaqueros, I think they said. Now Lenoir-Rhyne going to take over at the minus 41. Newman going to get the carry around the right side, going to cut up and gain 4 yards. Now I think we have a new quarterback in, so something to note for Lenoir-Rhyne. I'm going to overthrow the second, getting benched. Tentacles was in the game. He's going to throw left, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Trying to hit Washington, I believe. No, that's my air conditioner. I don't think I can do anything to kind of cut that. Say advanced audio. Yeah. Properties. Nothing I can do on that one. 3rd down. Ball falls incomplete. Was hit though. And just like that, ball is going right back to the Vaqueros. Compressor expander. Noise gate, maybe? Noise suppression. Alright, someone tell me if that made any difference. Mays Jr. going to throw short to Stokes. And that's going to be another 1st down for UT Rio. Better? Perfect. Cool. Gonna be a handoff to Snow around the left side this time. Mays Jr. on the RPO. Gonna be a handoff to Snow. He's gonna be hit hard after picking up a yard. Mays Jr. throwing deep, and that time it's picked off by Cooper again. The twin brother. The Anthony Cooper, the free safety for Lenoir-Rhyne. Just as good as a punt, if we're being honest. I actually think that's Vacaros instead of Vaqueros or whatever I said. I'll see it on their chest now. So 1st and 10, 5 minutes to play. A handoff up the middle to Berger. He's got a big hole. It'll be about an 11-yard gain there. And we're going straight to the hurry-up offense. Now we got the RPO to Estes. He's going to be pushed out of bounds after gaining 9. Jason, is my mic like a lot better? Because I noticed my mic is, when I quit talking, it's going completely all the way down. This time, Berger's going to be rocked in the backfield. Now 3rd and 3 coming up for Lenoir-Rhyne. Wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe hit another RPO. They do. It's a quick screen bubble to Washington. And that time, UT Rio's there to lay the wood. And it's going to be 4th and 2. If I'm Lenoir-Rhyne, I'm probably going for this. And 2. Gonna break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. Gonna be bunched to the field. It's gonna be mesh. It's gonna be a throw. It's gonna be caught by Washington. Now 1st down for Lenoir-Rhyne. Plus 34. However you play in these UT Rio Grande Valley, this is a team builder team. This is our Coach Mo Dynasty, so we built all of these teams from scratch. We've got teams like North Dakota State, UNC Wilmington. We've got UTRGV, as you can see. Trying to think who some of the other teams are. Lake Erie, Dayton. Just one of our many team builder teams that we have. You looking for a dynasty to join? Yeah, so one thing to note, guys, this is coach versus coach. This is user versus user game using coach mode. Snap the ball, and then you're done. It'll be a quick pitch to Berger around the left side. He's got the edge. He's got a block. He's got one man to beat. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Then going trips bunch to the field again. Technicals go in motion out left. And it's going to be a quick throw to Clark on the mesh. And he's going to walk into the end zone. Make this a 24-14 game with just under 2 to play. Not that much. He's a good player, but wait for UTRGV to be added. Got you. Yeah, you can go download them. Now, they do have some of our logos on there and stuff, but obviously on the field, like on the 25-yard line, you can see that we've got our own custom logo on there, but feel free to download them, play with them, and enjoy. UT Rio going to get the ball at the 25. It's going to be a halfback screen. And Sano will be pushed out of bounds after gaining a long 9 yards of second inches. Do not lag out, please. I don't know if it's my end or Wolf's end. Regardless. Sano, handoff, right side. Just needed a yard, needed inches, and went backwards. It's now 3rd and 1. Mays Jr.'s cold. It's going to be a read option. He's going to keep it. That'll get the blood going. A first down. Curious to see if we see them start shooting clock at all. If they're just going to kind of continue playing as normal. Squid, what's up, man? Mays Jr. back to pass, throwing over the middle, wide open. Ball's going to fall incomplete. Snow going to get the carry around the right side. No yards gained, though. Mays Jr. back to pass on 3rd and 10. Got to have a first, and we're throwing 60 yards to the end zone. That ball is going to be incomplete as expected. Now 4th and 10. So Lenoir-Rhyne's going to get the ball back down 10 going into the 4th quarter. They're going to start at the minus 18. Trips to the field look again. It's going to be a halfback lead screen this time. Berger will be pushed out of bounds at the 30. Just going to get the carry this time around the left side. Tried the quick pitch again. Unable to get anything going there. Going to lose 2. And we are headed to the 4th quarter. UT Rio is going 5 wide to start the 4th. They are outgaining them by almost 100 yards. Both teams with 2 turnovers. The Cooper brothers with 3 combined interceptions. Tentacles back to pass. I got that confused. I thought UT Rio still had the ball for some reason. That ball in the mesh is going to fall incomplete. A little bit of contact there. As soon as that ball hit his hands by the linebacker. And 3rd and 12, we're taking a shot at the end zone. That ball incomplete, batted around twice. I thought we were going to see it intercepted. So UT Rio is going to take over at the 35. Or sorry, the 29. Not sure where I got that one from. Now's where if you're UT Rio, you got to start chewing just a little bit of clock. You got a 2-score lead. It's the fourth quarter. You've got the ball. And they decide against it. They're throwing short to Stokes. Stokes is going to have the first down and some. Going to be pushed down at the 45. And this time Van Hook, who already has a touchdown on the day, is going to be brought down after losing 2 yards. So 2nd and 12 coming up from the minus 44. Mays Jr. throwing short to Alfrey. First time we've called him, and he's not going to go down easy. Going to get half those yards back. It's going to be 3rd and manageable, 6 yards here for UT Rio. You don't even have to get it all. If you can get just get close, I think we could be in 4-down territory. Got trips to the boundary. Running back stays in the block. Going middle, wide open. It's Van Hook again. It's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. Jamar Mays with 203 yards on the day. Oh, 8 to play. Van Hook in motion. Snow's going to get the carry. Going to be brought down again, minus 2 yards. Earlier in the game, he had 9 yards per carry. And Hook in short motion, going to be a handoff to Snow again, and tries to get the left side, unable to do so. Now Lenoir-Rhyne's kind of keying in on the running, which, as expected, you're down 2 scores. Clock's bleeding in the fourth quarter. Keep the ball on the ground as well. Even with a 2-score lead, unable to communicate at the line of scrimmage. This crowd's definitely not out of it just yet. 3rd and 14, we got to drop 8. Mays Jr. trying to find somebody. Throws, caught. Osborne brought down at the 1-yard line. I thought potentially he was going to get pushed into the end zone. He did not. So now 1st and goal. It could be the icing on the cake here. It's going to be a QB sneak. Mays Jr. says crank the buses. This one's over. UT Rio taking a 31-14 lead. 3.5 to play in the fourth. And it goes back to pass, throwing over the middle, tipped around, almost intercepted again. SD's going to gain, I believe that's 9 yards there. Tentacle 6 and 11 for a touchdown since coming into the game. 3rd and 1, 2:55 to play. Got another blitz. This time it's going to be a quick throw to Washington. Another quick blitz, this time throwing short to Berger. Sneak definitely not afraid to bring some pressure. Now 3rd and 5, 2:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Yeah, 11. Yeah, I believe we got 11 personnel trips to the boundary down here. What a ball by Tentacles to find Estes up the seam. We approach the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. Tentacles going to be back to pass. Throwing to Estes again up the seam. Now we've hit the 2-minute mark. Get trips to the field. This is a man look. Probably going to be some pressure here. Four-man. Tentacles. Throwing short. Finds Newman. Out of the backfield. And brought down at the 9-yard line. 2nd and 4. Clock ticking down slowly. We'll throw short over the middle. Estes again. Estes' his 3rd catch on the drive. First down stops the clock momentarily. 1st and goal from the 2. Tentacles back to pass. Has Washington and has a touchdown. Time of possession nearly identical, but Lenoir-Rhyne outgained by almost 100 yards. 10-play, 78-yard drive, minute 52 off the clock. Not a bad 4th quarter trailing drive there. And not onside kicking is definitely a choice, but I do respect it. So UT Rio Grande Valley going to start the season 2-0, technically. We in week 0 over an FCS school that we're not going to talk about. I formation here, just going to bleed this clock out. Cole's going to get the carry. And Lenoir-Rhyne is going to use all their timeouts. Second 8, going to be a play action pass. He's got a man, and he misses. It's a great play call, just not great execution. I actually think he may have had the crosser coming over the middle. All they need is a first down, and I think they can bleed the clock, maybe 2 now with that incompletion. We get a quads look again, trips to the boundary side. Cover 3 shell. It is cover 3 again. Mays Jr. throwing short. Stokes on the mesh. He's got the first down. Yes, barely. But barely is always enough. That'll be a first down, and that should officially close this game out. Why are we not chewing clock, Orf? Sano going to get the carry around the left side. He's going to be brought down. Now I think that should officially put a stop in this one. So we're going to start these interviews as the final seconds click off the talk. UT Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros. Did I say that right? Going to start 2-0 on the season.
It's probably the widest way you could say it, but
Hey, it counts, man. I'm from Alabama, not Texas. Regardless, what a great performance from your guys in the second half to kind of hold on to that lead. Obviously, you didn't have to go score, another 24 points in the quarter to come out with this one. You're getting the victory 31-21. What's your initial thoughts, Orf, on how the offense played here today?
Are we really calling timeout right now?
yeah, I don't know why they're calling timeout. But they fought hard.
Watch it.
We were breaking lots of tackles. I didn't not expecting to make that. I was just trying to get a first down. I was just trying to get a first down to get the clock away, but he's trying to make it a blowout.
Yeah, the quarterback definitely has no football IQ on 3rd and 4th down, so something to note for everybody.
Yeah, but
I mean, on timeouts at the end of the game.
yeah, our 5'7", 180-pound running back is breaking tackles like Derrick Henry. So I think
Just
at that point, yeah, at that point, it was just, I should not be on the corner.
Like, you know what they say, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog. So definitely a sleeper running back to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Sneak, I saw a lot of hard hitting from the defense, or kind of touched on it offensively. I don't think you guys ever went down on the first hit. What's the identity of this defense that we can expect to see throughout the season?
I'm gonna hit you with a throwback. It's gonna be the same as my defensive calls from back in the early seasons of the RFCL. We're gonna be hard hitting, gonna be moving to the ball. There's not gonna be any slouches going on here. We're gonna be moving fast, hitting hard, hopefully picking the ball off like we've done today. I'm really excited for what this defense can do this season. And today they showed that they're all about it.
And y'all want screenshots, right?
Yeah.
Not the stats. What? I didn't. I meant to go to. I went to highlights, but it still viewed stats. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb.
You're good. You can grab some screenshots.
Yeah.
And I think we host you guys next week in North Dakota,
Yep.
so we'll play a little indoor football next week. Looking forward to it. I'll catch you guys then.
All right, brother.
See you then. So it was Q2 that the pick six happened.
All right, Coach Cyrus. So not how you wanted your RFCL debut to go, but obviously you got to start somewhere. You kind of fought back a little bit in the second half. What's your takeaways from the game, and what did you learn in your first RFCL outing?
Second half, start picking up the offense. Quarterback start figuring things out. The game is not over till it's over, so we're gonna play all the way to the end of the whistle. I see running is a big thing in this mode. Um, just got to figure it out. I play a little bit more lab, and I'll figure it out. We'll be fine.
Yeah, defensively, like I said, the turnovers definitely kind of make the 24-point second quarter seem larger than it was. Defensively, you shut them down for the most part in the second half. Didn't shut them
Hmm.
out in the first quarter too. So defensively, I think you played pretty good. Um, what do you see kind of more concerning going into next week? Does the offense need fixed? Is it more the defense? Obviously, again, the two interceptions, kind of anomalies. Your defense forced two turnovers as well. So, what's going to be your main focus going into week number two?
Most we're working on our just a quarterback play. I think the backup that came in, um, he showed some flashes, so he can make some throws. Just gotta see if we can get him to make better reads. Um, um, Me and Project gonna get in the like I said, get in the lab and try to get some different plays going and get offense going. Defense will be a little bit more stout. Um, they won't be in that backed up situation uh, in the 20-25 yard line.
Good deal, man. Looking forward to seeing you figure it out. It's a long season. You still got 10 more games left, so definitely time to figure it out. Watch some film on other guys. You'll have a lot more to go off of going into week two than you did this week as well. So, best of luck the rest of the season, and I will catch you next week.
All right.